this is a very polarizing topic with Caitlin Clark. How it's polarizing is there's a lot of different things that are polarizing, right? And from different sources. There are people like Charles Barkley, and I think LeBron James view Caitlin Clark as someone who's really helping the WNBA, and she's not getting enough appreciation. And some people have taken what players in the league said as not appreciating Caitlin Clark. And here's LeBron on his podcast with JJ Redick on how Caitlin is helping the WNBA.
My advice to Caitlin, and my advice to anyone that comes in with this, this level of like notoriety, out of this world expectation, whatever the case may be. I just think just put your blinders on, go to work, show up to work, punch your clock in, prepare yourself, work on your game, work on your craft, kind of keep your mouth shut, and just learn from the vets.
I mean, that's what she should be doing. And there's no one better to tell that story than LeBron.
Yeah.
Because LeBron was on this front. They were both really hyped up coming into the league. And there are veteran players who were like, oh, really? Okay, let's see. So she is better off not engaging unless she wants that to be her brand. If she wants to be the trash talking badass and say, hey, the vets suck. I'm going to dominate all of you in the next couple of years. Just get ready. She can do that. But that's going to bring a whole nother level of like LeBron-like scrutiny, which not everyone can handle.
Yeah. I like that podcast with JJ Redick and LeBron, and what LeBron specifically said, put the blinders on. That's one thing that I'm starting to live by in my life. Because on a horse race, you see the horse with blinders. Run your own race. And that is exactly what Caitlin Clark is doing. People are they don't really know how to handle her success. She's competitive, she's self-assured, and she's confident. Like, if I were to give any type of advice to Caitlin Clark, not that she needs any advice from me ever, it would be let your success be your noise. And that's exactly what she is allowing it to be. Because it's just no reason why there's this much scrutiny. There's no reason at all. I don't believe it.
The one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch. More people want to tune in. I saw for the first time that they had a chartered plane for the first time in their league history. They flew private. That should be celebrated in its own right. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA.
For some reason, that pisses people off.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, LeBron is saying she deserves a lot of credit. I mean, fact is, she does.
Yep.
They have more TV exposure than they've ever had. I think the charter thing was being worked on.
Yeah.
But trust me, it got accelerated because of her and the anticipation that more money was coming in.
Yeah.
I was telling you before the show, I believe we are the number one station in the country in terms of dedication to running our local WNBA team broadcast. We've put some time into this. We've put some dedication, right? Mm-hmm. We're cutting off our afternoon drive show today to go to an Aces game. Indiana Fever, who stink. Traditionally, they have been bad. They have a TV team for every game that travels to the games. Mm-hmm. The game on Saturday, our radio broadcast kicked upstairs. Fever TV on the floor. I ain't mad, but that just shows you the progress. Like, she's breaking down doors. There was some hesitancy, and I will mention it again. These are just facts. The WNBA Finals last year, game to game, averaged 728,000 viewers. Mm-hmm. They already came out of the gates the opening weekend and had viewership of 1.5 and 1.7 million. This is a woman who, during the Final Four, drew 16 million for her Final Four game and 20 million for her finals game in the NCAA. Those are facts. She's bringing that. And now there's investment in the league. There's more attention. There's more media attention. This is all good stuff. Now, this was interesting. Becky Hammon and A'ja Wilson were available before the game on Saturday. They kicked booty in that game. They wore down Caitlin Clark. I think they broke her. She was kind of mentally shot by the middle of the third quarter. I believe the coach of the Fever has no idea what she's doing as compared to Becky Hammon. She's just not the coach. They're not using her the right way. Last night, she got 30 points. They lost, but at least she looked good. Focused on her skills. Here's Becky Hammon, the coach of the Aces, just talking about Clark and kind of addressing what LeBron said and what Barkley said about maybe players in the league. There's some jealousy or dislike.
We love Caitlin Clark. There's no, I think she's amazing. I watched every time I possibly could. And our league loves her. This has nothing to do. We're just doing our job. We're going to show up. Who is ever on the other team is on the other team. We don't really care. We're going to show up and do us.
Okay, one, the league does love Caitlin Clark.
Mhm.
Two, either Becky misspoke or she's lying. That
Yeah.
last part about we don't care who's on the other side. I don't want to like go like too micro on it.
Yeah.
You care who's on the other side. Yeah,
100%.
you clearly. First of all, if you're not using that as motivation, I would use it. Be like this punk rookie. They think we've got people who don't watch this league saying she's going to come in, like Steve Cofield, and average like 30 points a game.
Mhm.
Right? She is not tonight. Your mission is to shut her down. And we've seen it in other games. Hey, Angel Reese, trash talk, attention, thinks she's rough. We are blasting her. And she got freaking blasted the other day. It's going to happen to Cam Brink too.
Mhm.
If I see Cam Brink out there and I'm a coach at 6'5" and whatever she is, 150 pounds, I'm snapping her in half. I don't mean it that mean, but like it's going to get physical. So on that one, I was like, Becky, relax with we don't care. You do care.
Yeah.
It's a big story and you should care. It's helping the league.
Yeah. When I heard that, I was like, that doesn't sound about right? Because no matter what, it's a level of competition, the level of anticipation that Caitlin Clark brings to the WNBA. I know you mentioned the games earlier, but her pro debut was 2.1 million viewers, making it the highest.
Oh, it's 2-1. Okay. I thought it was 1-7. Yeah. 2.1 million.
Making it
the finals of the
highest
WNBA,
rated
Nye.
WNBA
728.
in the
She
league's
tripled it.
history. Yeah.
She tripled it.
It's
Keep going.
crazy. She brings more viewers to women's basketball in one game, more than the WNBA does in an entire season, which is insane to me. And I think with the thing with Caitlin Clark is what is going on in her pockets, right? People are mad because of the things and the deals that she is getting.
Mhm.
$28 million, 8-year contract with Nike, and you get a signature shoe. On top of that, it was also the Wilson's contract as well that she had signed with to get a basketball. Like, money talks, and her numbers in college were talking. Now the money is talking, but in her stance, the money is absolutely dancing.
But there's no jealousy, by the way. Oh, we're all rooting for it. Stop. Okay. You don't, first of all, Becky, you don't know everyone in the league. I don't know that you know everyone on the team and their feelings on it. I might be a little bit jealous. Like, yeah, I'm an established player. I'm a great player. She comes. I might have thoughts about that. By the way, if anyone watched closely, see if you can find this. The NBA came out with a finals promo, even without the two-team set. And it's Dwayne Wade in front of like a large party. And there's some music playing in the background. You see the WNBA player who was in there? Anyone? Anyone?
I think I actually
was
seen
it.
a
Was it
piece
Asia
of
Wilson?
that.
Was it Diana Taurasi? Was it Kelsey Plum? Was it Stewie? No. Angel Reese. What's going on here?
Yeah.
If I'm watching the commercial, I'm like, I want to be sipping champagne in an NBA commercial with Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
Why not me? Listen, it's natural. I don't, but you get my point. You get my point. Here's Becky on elements out there that have suggested, hey, this could be sort of a racial thing with the little white girl.
And so I think this narrative of like everybody hating on Caitlin Clark, and even the black and white thing, knock it off. It's not there. It's not there. So shut down the noise.
I don't believe it's not there. I also think that's your opinion, and that may be your team.
Agreed.
I don't think you know everyone in the league.
Mhm.
And I definitely don't think that, and if it's not in the league, it's around the league. It's the fan following. Part of it is there is a racial element to it.
Yep. It truly is. I do understand that this society is still dealing with, systemic racism. But in this particular case, with Becky Hammon coming out and saying it's not there, why would you just ignore it? It's there. We see it. People are trying to make it seem like it's a form of division with Caitlin Clark's success compared to everybody else in the league. And that's what frustrates me, because this is not about race. This is truly about a generational talent that is coming. She's new and up and coming. And although she is not performing to the likes and desires that everyone thought she would have, right? Like right now, I feel, as far as Indiana Fever sucking, which also goes into play with the strength of their schedule. They've been playing some pretty tough teams. 8 games already.
No, they came out of the gates with a brutal schedule.
Two against Liberty, 2 against the Sun, 2 against the Sparks, 1 Aces, and 1 Storm. Let me
go back on the race thing, because Asia Wilson is standing there and she's kind of chiming in. Asia Wilson brought up racial elements of the Nike deal and that she didn't have her own shoe.
Yep.
One of your own players brought that up. Now, did she specifically listen? There's a way you can talk about situations and infer and loosely, lightly suggest who you're talking about. So I don't know, man. You know what? The other thing is anytime I hear a coach like, shut it down. No. There's more questions.
Yeah.
We're not shutting it down. You don't dictate this. Now, this I thought was important because this is where reality comes in. A lot of us think that she's going to be her play on the floor will match her star power. But things don't happen overnight.
Yes.
When you get to the next level of basketball. And here's a little perspective from Becky, and I think Asia jumps in a couple times.
What is she, 22? She's a 22-year-old woman with a lot of pressure.
She's not perfect.
She's not perfect. She's a rookie in this league. Like, back off.
Yeah.
Back
She's learning and growing just like everyone else. I feel like that's what people don't give her a chance. This is growth. We tell our rookies every single day, this is new. You're coming into a whole nother new world and starting over. The questions are only annoying because it's like, she's young. She's a rookie. I keep asking us these questions as if she's a grown-ass woman that's been in this league for years. Like, no, she's doing her job. We're doing ours. And at the end of the day, that's how we grow. It's when we get better and do things like that.
I am a Black woman, okay, that's coming out on air, and I'm giving my opinion in regards to this topic. I absolutely hate how things are playing out. And I hate how everybody's just trying to put things under the bush and, not really bring it out to light. It has nothing to do with her being 22 and she's new to the league. Just recognize her skills and her talents and give her that. Because on Caitlin Clark's, she could be bashing back and speaking her mind in regard to everything that is taking place, but she's allowing the comments to continuously rise every single week, and everybody and their mama has something to say.
I don't love the stuff from Asia where she said she's tired of answering the questions. You know who has not said they're tired of answering the questions? Caitlin Clark. From what I hear, every availability, she's gone longer than she should have. She's been composed. Mm-hmm. She's gave good answers. She doesn't have to do this. In fact, the Fever are actually this is getting kind of counterproductive. Mm-hmm. I was really pleased to hear that after the Aces blew out the Fever and Caitlin Clark didn't play a good game, she was not really the story of the game afterwards. Mm-hmm. I mean, it would have been cool to get some questions to her, but the Fever were like, no, she's not available. She was available for the game. Now, my tone makes it sound like she's not available. That wasn't it. They just told us she's not one of the people who's going to speak. Mm-hmm. Good. She needs a break here and there.
Yeah.
Any young star going, there's going to be a point where, especially if they get off to a bad start, like the Bears will probably want to shield Caleb Williams a little bit because it's going to be a lot. And he's going to have a lot of people rooting against him. People don't like his attitude. They don't like his, nail polish. They don't like the posturing before the draft, not working out. People are going to be out to get him. And as an organization, for the players' preservation and preservation of trying to succeed, you got to give athletes a little bit of a break every once in a while because it can be incredibly wearing. So, all right, Nye, we appreciate it.
Yeah,
sorry, it goes fast, right?
Fine. It was really fast.
Really fast. So you can check out. We'll put out some videos. We had a live video earlier up at Steve Cofield, also on Facebook, on our ESPN Las Vegas page. If you love women's basketball, you want to get out tonight, hang with Greg Salerno. He's going to be at Husong's Cantina, Boca Park. Happy hour goes down from 3 until 6, 15% off your bill if you're wearing Aces gear. And this is a really good game. This is a tough game on the road against a Lynx team that is much improved.